Alright, so I'm going to do a couple year review on my Stihl MS261C that I have. I don't use it a ton, but I've severely abused it because I'm not a very good lumberjack. So let me go show you what recently happened to this chainsaw. Alright, so if you see this really big stump here, I was cutting that off and standing on the stump. At the time, the water level was much higher, probably right up about to the level of the bottom of the stump here. So it was pretty gushing. The stream was pretty high at the time. I was trying to cut this off so I could get the tractor to drive down through here. There's a log jam up there I want to try to get out with the tractor. But like I said, I'm not a very good lumberjack. So as I was cutting that, I started on the far side. Of course, the bar, I only have a 16-inch bar, so it's not long enough to go through it in one swipe. So I started on the other side. I'm right-handed. I was standing on the stump and cutting it, down that side first because I'm right-handed and it was easier. And then I came around and switched the chainsaw, so I was holding it kind of reverse hand, the other side, and cut down this side. And when I was getting near the bottom, this giant stump started to roll towards the saw and me, and I said, screw it. I let go of the saw. It went bloop down into the water, which was much higher, and the giant stump fell on top of it. Now this is the stump here, so it wasn't very long, but it's pretty heavy. So that Riker, stand in front of that stump there for a second so we can see how big it is. So it's a pretty big stump, as you can see. But that fell on top of my Stihl MS261 chainsaw, submerged underwater in the stream. So, of course, I'm freaking out. And I go and get the side-by-side over there, drive it down into the stream. The water is almost up to the seat in the side-by-side. And I proceed to ram into the stump and push it off of the chainsaw, hoping I'm not driving on top of the chainsaw. I can't see it because it's so deep. And then I pulled the side-by-side sideways, and I laid on the seat, took my sweatshirt off, and kind of went spelunking, diving down into the water there. And I guess that's not spelunking. Whatever. Diving down into the water and feeling around until I finally found the chainsaw. And I pulled it out. Immediately tried to take it apart. Brought it back up to the house. Pulled the spark plug out of it, the air filter. Dumped the gas out. I dumped the oil out. Probably didn't need to do that, but at any rate, I dumped everything out of it. And I dried it out overnight in a drying cabinet. Basically a heater, metal cabinet with a heater in it, used for work. And then, when I got the spark plug out and I pulled the pull cord here, some water shot out of the cylinder and it dumped out of the exhaust. And it was, it was under the water for, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes by the time I found it and got it. But the next day, put it all back together and it fired right up. Now, mind you, that giant stump fell on top of this saw. And this is all that happened here. This handle broke. So that's not too bad given the circumstances there. I'm pretty pleased with my Stihl MS261C. It took a licking and kept on ticking. So that's my roughly 2-year review of it. Other than that, I've had great luck with it. I had one issue when I first got it. I went over that in the last video, I believe, but that was fixed really easy, and I haven't had a single problem since. It fires right up, even after being submerged, and runs great. I still like my Stihl MS261, and I would still highly recommend one.